It only took the Boston Celtics a few days to respond to the blockbuster trade that the Bucks made for Damian Lillard. All-star guard Jrue Holiday is headed to Boston after the Celtics and Blazers struck a blockbuster deal. The Celtics received Jrue Holiday while the Blazers get Malcolm Brogdon, Robert Williams, a 2024 first-round pick via the Warriors, and a 2029 unprotected first-round pick via the Celtics. While the cost certainly wasn't cheap, the Celtics land one of the top defensive guards in Holiday. Holiday is a 5-time All-Defensive selection and will move into the starting point guard spot, which was once held by Marcus Smart. The Celtics now have a formidable starting 5 and have the best top 6 in the NBA. The Celtics have gone all in this offseason, trading for Kristaps Porzingis and now striking a deal for Jrue Holiday, which changes everything for this team. What's going on, everyone? It's Luca here, back with another video. In this one, I'm going to be talking about what the Jrue Holiday trade means for the Boston Celtics. If y'all could do me a solid favor, please hit a like on the video, it helps it a ton, and subscribe to the channel for more Celtics content just like this. Jrue Holiday was an all-star last season for the second time in his career. He averaged 19.3 points and 7.4 assists, which were both better than his career averages of 16.4 points and 6.5 assists. Holiday was instrumental for the Bucks during their 2021 NBA championship run, and he arguably put that team over the top. He averaged 17.3 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 8.7 assists during that postseason run. Less than a month after winning the 2021 NBA championship, Holiday won a gold medal with Celtics guard teammate Jason Tatum and Team USA at the Tokyo Olympics. At this point, we know it's most likely going to come down to the Milwaukee Bucks or Boston Celtics winning the Eastern Conference. So when the Bucks made the trade for Lillard, they strengthened that point guard position. Meanwhile, the Celtics had traded away their starting point guard and one of their best perimeter defenders in Marcus Smart in the deal to get Kristaps Porzingis, and they had to rely on disgruntled player Malcolm Brogdon. Bringing in Holiday fixes all of the issues the Celtics had about their point guard void. For as good as Smart was for this team, Holiday is an upgrade. Both are elite defenders, but Holiday's the better player on offense, and his ability to fight over screens will make him a perfect pairing with Kristaps Porzingis. The biggest loss in the deal for the Celtics is of course losing Robert Williams, which will hurt the team's depth, but even after the trades made this offseason, the Celtics still own its first round picks in 2024, 2025, 2026, and 2027, which is rare for a team that just went all in. So they should be able to replenish what they've lost with their future picks. But when you talk about the present, the Celtics look like an absolute juggernaut. The Celtics now have a starting lineup of 4 All-Stars, including a potential MVP in Jason Tatum, and their 5th starter, Derek White, is one of the best role players and defenders in the league. Going back to Jrue Holiday and what he brings to the Celtics, he's the ideal two-way combo guard who can shoot. He made 38.4, 41.1, and 39.2% of his threes the past 3 seasons. He can run pick and rolls, which will allow him to create for himself and his teammates. According to Second Spectrum, Holiday generated 1.27 points per direct play as the ball handler in closeout situations last year. That was 7th best out of 202 players who logged at least 250 plays. For reference, Kristaps Porzingis finished 8th. If the Celtics roll out Holiday, White, Brown, Tatum, and Porzingis as their starting 5, that's arguably the best 5 in the league. This is the perfect mix of lethal offense, athleticism, and lockdown defense. And speaking of the Celtics defense, it will be scary this season. White and Holiday both cracked an all-defensive team in 2023. Brown and Tatum are good on-ball defenders. Porzingis is an effective drop defender. And then you still have Al Horford, who's still an effective defender who can absorb blows in the post, especially when the Celtics play against Joel Embiid and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, one of the biggest things people are talking about with the Celtics team now is their lack of depth and supporting cast. Now, first of all, you can plug Holiday with any kind of lineup and he's going to elevate the guys around him. The Celtics have Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard, and Svi Mykhailiuk, who can all shoot and knock down open looks, so you can integrate these guys in lineups with elite defenders. Celtics also have Oshae Brissett, Jordan Walsh, and Delano Banton, who can provide that energy and hustle you need from your second unit. And look out for Jordan Walsh in particular. He had a couple of breakout games for the Celtics during Summer League, and I do think he's going to impress and surprise a lot of people for this season. Another thing in question with the Celtics team is their health. As you look at their front court in particular, Porzingis is injury prone and Horford is 37 years old. the Celtics front court would take a serious hit if one of them gets hurt. But it's the risk the Celtics are willing to take. The Celtics have made the necessary moves after losing in the Eastern Conference Finals last season to the Miami Heat and are now in prime position to win an NBA championship for the first time since 2008. And remember, when the Bucks needed to get over the top to win a title, they traded for Jrue Holiday. The Celtics, who are now desperately trying to get over the top to win a championship, just traded for Jrue Holiday. It felt like the Bucks were the clear favorites in the East after they made their big trade for Damian Lillard, but now the Celtics got a guy who can be the antidote to Damian Lillard. Jrue Holiday can effectively guard Damian Lillard in a playoff series while contributing in so many other ways with his ability to score and play make for his teammates. And wouldn't it be something if we do get an inevitable Eastern Conference Finals between the Boston Celtics and Milwaukee Bucks, and it's Jrue Holiday who ends up being the X factor in a playoff series against his former team? The Boston Celtics knew they weren't done, especially after the Bucks made their big trade for Damian Lillard. The Celtics may have closed out the NBA offseason by getting a guy in Jrue Holiday who puts them back out in front as the true favorites in the East. Is this the year the Boston Celtics finally get over the top and win a championship? In an offseason filled with many moves and gambles, the Boston Celtics look better than ever, and they look to finally get back to championship glory. What do you guys think? Will the Boston Celtics win the championship this season? Because it certainly feels like it's championship or bust for the Celtics. They knew for as good as they were last season, it wasn't good enough. They fell short to the Miami Heat as it looked like the Celtics were about to make NBA history and become the first team ever to overcome a 3-0 series deficit. And Brad Stevens and company knew they couldn't go into this offseason banking on that former team to get it done. So they made the necessary moves. They made the big trades needed to upgrade this team, and the Boston Celtics are effectively much better than they were a season ago. But now it's going to come down to just going out and proving it. So what are your expectations for the Celtics team? Let me know your thoughts down below. I do think we are going to get Celtics and Bucks. I mean, at this point, I would be shocked if a disruptor comes along. I know you can never count out the Miami Heat, especially Jimmy Butler, so confident in his ways, but these are the two best teams in the Eastern Conference, and it is just so close between these two teams right now. You can make a case that the Bucks are the clear favorites, and now you can make a case that the Celtics are back being the clear favorites in the Eastern Conference. But it will come down, I believe, to these two teams, Bucks, Celtics. But when you look at the Celtics, they did do what they needed to do, and this is going to be a team that is going to be absolutely lethal out there on the court. So let me know your thoughts. Hit a like on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't new. Plus, ring the bell for more. That is it for me. This is Lucas signing off. As always, thanks so much for watching. I will catch you all again in the next video.